Alex Santilli. This is Spice House Sound Recording Studio in the heart of Fishtown, Philadelphia. Let's get inside and get away from all this crazy sound. This space was built from the ground up by the best acousticians in the world, Walter Storyk Design Group. We're standing here in the center of Fishtown, and there's a building being torn down across the street, and in here, we can't hear anything. As soon as you walk in here, you can tell that the air is different. It's significantly quieter than any room you've ever been in. This construction is a split slab design, so each room has its own separate foundation, in fact, is its own building. Each room is not connected to the other room. The internal walls are floated on rubber inside of a brick building in order to achieve the maximum possible sonic isolation. We're standing here in the live room, which contains our keyboard collection, including grand piano, Hammond organ, and Rhodes piano. We also have a large ISO room to fit a drum set or a singer or anything else your heart desires. We have another smaller, tighter sound block in here, which functions as an ISO room. And of course, the giant control room. So we can see in the live room, this rear wall is all reflective wood. All these panels actually open to reveal absorption. So just by opening these panels, you can totally change the acoustic signature of the room. There's also a giant adjustable cloud that floats over the live room. That is on tracks, so it can be stored above the control room and out of the live room, or it can be over the live room to deaden the acoustics. As you can see, each room is fully separated into different buildings. You can see a dividing line between the two rooms, and they each have their own doors. This is so when somebody's playing a drum kit in here, it doesn't bother the singer in the live room. Our ISO room features some diffraction panels that also double as artwork. They work by making sure there's no reflective surfaces across from each other parallel, but still has the sound of a small room. All the pianos, keyboards, drum kits that you see are all coming with the studio. Also all the microphones, outboard equipment, and I'm not sure if I own these guitars or not, but if I do, they're coming with it. Let me show you the control room. It's my favorite room. When I first bought this place, it was an empty carriage house, and I worked with Walter Storyk Design Group to create this studio. They've created some of the most famous studios in the world, including Jimi Hendrix's first studio. It's very likely that one of your favorite records was recorded in a Walter Storyk Design Group studio. It's important for a control room to be the most accurate possible. So we have full acoustic treatment on every part of the control room. We have clouds, anti-resonance absorption, quadratic residue diffusers. This is the cleanest and clearest you'll ever hear music played back. Any artists that record real instruments will benefit from our expansive live room and microphone collection. If you do more in the box synth stuff, then you can find our equalizers and compression and distortion units behind here can add a lot of realism and depth and give you a really great sound. I've been running, designing, and wiring recording studios for the last 20 years. This is my greatest accomplishment thus far. The sound in here is about as perfect as you can possibly get. I have run out of things to optimize. I wanted to create a space where musicians could come in and feel relaxed and feel like they can make anything. We have all of our signal chains and instruments and microphone setups ready to go, so whatever creative spark comes over you, you are ready to record and create a record-ready sound. I feel when musicians are comfortable, we get the best performances, and ultimately all this gear is for nothing unless musicians can give their best performances in this space. The heart of the studio is this vintage Auditronics console from Memphis. It is one of 3 in existence. I personally retrofitted all parts of the signal chain, and it sounds incredibly clear, incredibly clean, and huge. We spent 10 years accumulating our outboard gear and equipment to sort of optimize and fit everything that works in the studio. We have all the modern classics, some older pieces and newer pieces. With this wall of knobs, you'll be able to customize your sound in any way you'd like. Each room has a separate HVAC system, so that each room is sonically isolated and can be controlled individually for temperature. In the live room, we have a special HVAC unit that makes the humidity a very perfect 60 RH all the time in order to keep all the instruments in tune. The studio has its own dedicated kitchenette and bathroom, and beyond that, there's a 3-bedroom house with another 2 bathrooms. That also has a 1-car garage. Let's go take a look. One of the advantages of having a residence attached to the studio is the bands can come and stay here in our 3-bedroom house and have a fully inclusive experience. They can spend a whole month making a record. Or an owner-operator producer could stay here and work 24/7. I've been in Fishtown for 15 years and things keep getting better and better. The amount of food options has exponentially increased, and now there's fancy hotels, awesome coffee shops. It can't get much better. Thanks for letting me show you around. You ready to get back to the real world?